In this question, we have about 10% of workers in the United States commute to their jobs by carpooling. You randomly select 8 workers, so only 8 workers are selected. What's the probability that exactly 4 of them carpool together? First of all, is this a binomial probability or is this a normal probability? What function you use on your calculator? Are you going to use binomial PDF, binomial CDF, or normal CDF? Then answer the questions. What's the value for n? What's the value for x? What's the probability of success? What's the probability of failure? And what is the probability that exactly 4 of them carpool to work together? Remember that the definition of binomial experiment is the probability experiment that satisfies the following conditions. First of all, the experiment has a fixed numbers of trials, like this case that you have exactly 8 workers. There are only 2 possible outcomes. Yes, you carpool. No, we don't carpool. The probability of success is the same for each trial. So asking one person that do you carpool or not has no impact on other people in this experiment. The random variable x counts the number of successes in this experiment. So we want to know if they carpool or not. So x counts the number of people who actually carpool to work. These are the notation that we have for binomial experiment. N is the total number of trials, P, the probability of success, Q, the probability of failure, and X is the random variable that counts the number of successes. Then to use your calculator, if it says the probability of exactly K, use binomial PDF. If the keyword is less than or equals to K, you use binomial CDF, following the order. So take a look at the question. Is this a binomial probability? Yes, it's a binomial probability because it fits the definition of binomial experiment. Since it says exactly 4, so it means that you are using the very first case, exactly 4. X is 4. So this is binomial PDF. Now, how many people were selected? 8 people were selected. And you want to know how many of them, exactly 4, actually carpool together. So this is your X. And then for 5, it says, what is the probability of success? You know, 10% carpool. So it's going to be 10%. What's the probability of failure? Which is 1 minus 10% is going to be 90%. Now the question says, what is that probability? We're going to use our calculator. Let us take a look at our calculator and do the calculation together. Let me share the screen and show you what to do. So since it says exactly 4, we're going to go to second, then vars, and find binomial PDF. So you're going to go down and find binomial PDF. This is the very first case. What's the number of trials? We ask 8 people. Probability of success, 10%. And X is exactly 4. So you're going to enter 4 here. Then go to the paste and do the calculation. The calculation says it is about 0.005. So if you look at the question says, what's the probability of exactly 4 of them carpool? It's going to be 0.00. If you round it, it's going to be 5. So as you can see, this is the answer, 0.005.